thing that the white supremacists do is to strengthen the system of white supremacy. So the white supremacists have long called themselves white supremacists. I've been trying to get people to use the term the system of white supremacy, because it's a worldwide system. In the recent broadcast and people having talks, I mean, I hear terms like in this country. You know what I mean? White supremacy has been in this country. I mean, since its inception. White supremacy has been a part of the American culture since its inception. White supremacy, and now people are using it now more than I've ever heard it used.
Mm-hmm.
Those two words. I've been trying to get people to use these terms for decades, and but I spell it out in capital letters, the system of white supremacy. I use the term white supremacy generally speaking, but I'm talking about it as an entire system that is a world system, and that's what I want to emphasize today, because since a lot of white supremacists now are using the term themselves now, I mean, and some of them saying that they are for it, some of them saying that they're against it, and I'll get to that later, because there's another thing that I want to point out. While all of this is going on, you have to remember, and I'm going to say this right now, I mean, because I might forget to say it later on, the white supremacists of this world always see to it that they position themselves on every side of every argument. That's how you become a master confuser. I'm going to say it again. The white supremacists, who are the best governors as far as power is concerned that the world has ever seen, they are the most efficient government that the world has ever seen. Part of that government, part of the government strategy that they use, because we're in a war now. We have always been in a war, because white supremacy is war, all right? They see to it that they position themselves on, since we have heard terms like both sides, this side, that side, alt-right, alt-left, talking about sides. No, the system of white supremacy takes all sides of every argument, but they do it in such a way that when all the talk stops, the system of white supremacy comes out stronger than any side, because they have positioned themselves on every side of every argument strategically. That's a part of their strategy.
Yes, sir.
I want to say that. I want that to be embedded in people's minds. See, I've been out here talking for many, many decades, and I'm going to point to the code book and whatnot, but this is not in the code book, I don't think. But I want to say this. I want to make this very clear on this program, on Talk Tainment Radio, August what's today's date? 16th?
Yes, sir.
2017.
Yes, sir.
Watch for it, folks. These white supremacists, who are the best strategists when it comes to dominating and misusing people that the world has ever seen, always position themselves on every side of every argument. And they, on the surface, look like they're going at each other. And sometimes they go at each other to the extent that they kill each other.
Wow.
All right?
Yes, sir.
They don't mind doing that. See, because they are a criminal organization. And just like any criminal organization, I mean, in history, they argue among themselves to the extent that they even fight each other on a wholesale basis in order to maintain the system. That's the whole objective. And they will go to the extent of actually slaughtering each other. not just a few people here and there and a few people there. They will slaughter each other en masse. They don't care about that as long as the system remains intact. In any big event where non-white people are involved, the white supremacists have positioned themselves in every position that you can name. They're everywhere, all the time, simultaneously. You don't have to go somewhere trying to look for them here and look for them there. They are always everywhere. And the white supremacists, remember this, folks, position themselves everywhere, not just on one side. Recently you've been hearing what? On television, you've been hearing people use the term this side, that side. And what's two words that you've been hearing over and over again? Both sides.
Both sides.
Both
yes.
sides. BOTHSIDES. Both sides. Well, the white supremacists keep this in mind, position themselves
On all sides.
in any argument on all sides of every argument, so that they always come out with the power at the end of the argument.
Okay.
Don't forget